Ever since we made the top 3 dog food myths that need to be busted, people have been asking us at the Cone of Shame to make one for cats. Well, here you go.
And now, the vet who only eats wet food, Dr. Andy Roark.
Here are the top 3 cat food myths that we're going to do away with. Dry food is better for their teeth. Dry food is not a toothbrush.
But they look so similar.
So similar. Dry cat food still breaks down into food particles, and these food particles are converted by bacteria to become plaque. Plaque accumulates as sort of a goo and then hardens into tartar. That goo, I call it tartar sauce. There is one exception where this myth actually holds up, and that's in the case of specially made dental diets that are made to not break down and scrape the tooth. These things are put together so that they resist crumbling and they actually are penetrated by the tooth, thus allowing them to act a bit like a toothbrush. Some pets swallow kibble whole, so there are dental diets that actually focus on preventing the plaque from hardening into tartar itself. It freezes the plaque in the tartar sauce phase. It's like a cat-safe mouthwash. Still, these diets don't replace brushing or professional cleaning. The best thing that you can do for your cat's dental health is daily wiping or brushing of the teeth, especially if they have braces. Your cat needs protein, and you want to make sure the food you're feeding has the appropriate quantities of protein in it. But it's not just the amount of protein, it's also the quality. You know that the ingredients on the label are listed by weight, with the ingredients providing the most weight being at the top of the list, right? So, if your cat food has meat as the top ingredient, you should be all good, right?
Right.
Well, not so fast.
Oh.
If fresh meat is added to dry cat food, it contains a huge amount of water, right? Water and meat. Water is heavy, so that meat is going to be at the top of the list. When the cat food is cooked, most of that water will be removed. So while the diet may have meat as the #1 ingredient, after it's all said and done, there may not be all that much protein there. Now, let's compare a diet that has meat as the #1 ingredient to a diet that has meat meal much lower down the ingredient list. Listen, meat meal is meat that has already been ground and had the moisture taken out. So it may be much further down the ingredient list, but you still get more protein from this meat meal way down the list than you do from having meat with all the moisture as the first ingredient. The truth is, ingredient lists tell us very little about the nutrients that are in your cat's food. Your cat needs nutrients, not ingredients. Also, people like to say that meat is the only ingredient that matters in cat food. You may even see some all-meat diets for cats. Listen, this is a real problem. Cats can't get by on just protein. They also need fatty acids and vitamins and minerals for good health. It's a combination of ingredients from animals and plants together with vitamins and mineral supplements that make the diet complete and balanced. It's your vet's job to be up on this stuff, so ask him or her for their recommendation. Great diets are holistic and have no filler. If you go to the pet store, you will see these words all over cat foods. Here's the big secret. They mean nothing. I mean, they're in the dictionary, but they don't really. Let's go on. These are not legally defined terms in the pet food industry. Listen, I get why pet owners look for these terms on the cat food bags. I also get why marketers who are selling this cat food use those terms everywhere. There are some claims that are defined, claims like natural, which means that the ingredient comes from an animal, plant, or mind source. But that's all that it means. So, lead is natural, grass clippings are natural, rocks are natural. Rocks are natural, but maybe don't feed them to your cat, please. Again, if you want advice on the best cat food, ask your vet. Tell him or her what you're looking for in a cat food and see if they can steer you in the right direction. I recommend focusing on complete and balanced diets that your cat does well on. If your cat has skin problems, mention it to your vet. If your cat is vomiting, that's not normal. Mention it to your vet. If your cat has hairballs, that's a form of vomiting. Bring it up to your vet. Ha ha! Yeah! It can take some trial and error, but your vet can help you find an appropriate diet for your cat. And that's our show. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this has been helpful. Please help me to help other cat owners by liking, commenting, and sharing this video. And until next time, let's be the people that our cats deserve.
Today's episode of Cone of Shame brought to you by Royal Canin.